Sports coverage of the NFL is in Houston, in the Space City at NRG Stadium. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Houston Texans. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. Amir Abdullah going to take it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. On the ground is Jacobs to start the drive, and he'll be tackled at about the 35. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Looking deep for Adams. Oh, wide open, complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Davante Adams, 65 yards. And the Raiders need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. First and 10 now for Mills and the Texans at the 20. A first down throw for Mills. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown. Brandon Cooks, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Texans are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
Carr will try it again on second down. And this one is incomplete.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Shotgun now for Carr. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. They'll go for it. It's Carr. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. On 2nd and 12, Carr. Caught outright by Renfro. He's got room at the 30. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 37 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Bolden. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Carr. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Mac Hollins, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Carlson now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Out of the end zone comes Smith. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down. First and 10, it's Pierce. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Mills now. And the Raiders have got him. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's letting it fly for Cooks. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Duron Harmon. And the Raiders are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Now it's Bolden. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Carr now on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown Raiders. 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 21-7. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Houston. Chris Moore, 71 yards. And the Texans are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Play action. Now it's Carr. The open man here, Renfro.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
The catch and run, good for 24 yards. So the ball moves from 138 to the other as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Carr. High throw, but he makes the catch. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They run with Bolden. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now a draw play. This is Bolden. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
On 2nd and goal, Carr. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Carr now on 3rd and goal. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal.
There's another example. They're playing football and strictly being physical. You've got to think as well. Nice job reading his keys by the linebacker and going out in the open space when they dumped it to the back. He was able to make the play and stop him short of the goal line.
They go with Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs punching it in from a yard away. And the Raiders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14.
Texans 14. Daniel Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive. And, oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. That bumps us up to a 3-possession game here, and only in the second quarter, Charles. They're trying to put this game out of reach before we even hit the locker rooms for intermission.
What's even tougher is making up 3 possessions against a defense that can make impact plays like this. They don't have this game wrapped up quite yet, but 2 picks already, 1 to the house. I think it's fair to say they're headed in the right direction.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for Las Vegas.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Final play of the half, Mills. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. Out of the end zone comes Smith. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
And Pierce gets it again on second down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
They go again with Pierce. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
They give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
And Mills is intercepted for the third time. Picked up by Rocky Sin. And the Raiders are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson.
And the Texans will take over here just shy of the 30. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
That's complete to his running back, Burkhead. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
To throw again on second down.
Mills. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
They always say that real estate is about location. Well, guess what? When it's a slant route, the quick ones, timing, timing, timing. Got to be able to lead your man with the football.
And the timing off right there. Threw it behind him.
That's going to be complete to his tight end, Akins.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Mills. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retained possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports. 3rd and short yardage, Mills.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT.
And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week, because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help them improve.
A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards.
And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because They're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Mills to the air again.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. Another try after the first down sack. Mills, and he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Third and long for Mills.
Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Well, here's a classic second guess. I thought he had a better chance of a positive play if he just ran it himself. The coverage downfield was really good. That one falls incomplete.
Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
All things considered, a pretty good kick. Just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck. And unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
Mills now looks to throw on 1st down.
Flush to his right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Looking to throw is Mills.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Raiders are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player, you have to know the situation. I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
Now Carr.
He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. He's got room at the 30.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Bolden. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The slot man in motion right. They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. My word, it'll be nothing short of a monstrous loss on the play, and that'll bring up a third down and very long.
Boy, tough spot here as they approach the line of scrimmage. A long way to go to try to pick up this first down.
Looking deep for Adams. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Steps away to his left. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Raiders try it on fourth down, but to no avail. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
Davis Mills
taking it in from 11 yards out.
And the Texans have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
This one taken just inside the 10.
On the return, here comes Amir Abdullah.
So that last kickoff, just a mere formality, obviously, Charles, wrapping up a game that they should be very happy about in which they got the win.
Yeah, I thought they were clearly the better team by the end, and they earned this one with a terrific game plan and consistent effort throughout. Only fitting that they had the ball when the clock hit 0.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long from Houston.